So I ordered $500 of Nintendo Switch 2 third-party controllers from AliExpress. It's like Temu or Wish, essentially a budget site with knockoff controllers. They kind of just ship things haphazardly. I've never once received a package from AliExpress and not had beat up, dinged up boxes. I'm going to review everything. I'm going to give it a score based on the value of it, how much it cost, and if I would actually use it. So here was me buying everything a couple weeks back. I haven't bought a bunch of third-party accessories for the Switch 2 yet. I'm looking for weird, I'm looking for wacky, I'm looking for cheap. I might throw in something expensive, I don't know. This will turn my Switch 2 into a PlayStation Portal. And it even has RGB lights around the sticks. This is the first one. Okay, so this is $20. It's kind of GameCube-y. It's got GameCube themed with the yellow stick. 20 bucks. How bad can it be? Oh, little guys. $11, and then these ones look less cool. $8. Tempted to get both of these little guys. Ooh. $130, but it's down from $300. This is a sunshine saving. AI enhanced. What? Wireless controller with adaptive triggers for Switch 2. Adaptive triggers for Switch 2. Is that why it's so expensive? Adaptive triggers is what the PlayStation 5 has. It gives you like feedback. Is that what the AI does? This is almost half my budget if I buy this. It's kind of sick though. Oh, Nixie Hyperion 3. They're actually for Switch 2. Okay, well I have mobile pad already, so I can compare the Nixie to the mobile pad. So I'm gonna buy these and then we'll see what gets here whenever it gets here. Okay, here we go. We have... Oh, I can't start here. It's the $150 controller and it is heavy. I'm excited for this. I feel like I should be doing like the TikTok thing of like, I'm literally so excited. But we can't start there. That just doesn't feel right. We gotta earn it. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It's the PlayStation Portal. It literally just looks like a PlayStation Portal missing the screen. Quite heavy. Not like as heavy as this thing, but it doesn't feel cheap. I actually like it. Ooh, I haven't touched any of the buttons or anything yet, but I actually like it. They've done a really good job here for $40 at really making it feel like the actual thing. The buttons have the same like snappy give to them. The sticks here, I actually prefer them. They feel nice and they're large. These sticks on the original Portal are small little dinky nipples that I never really loved. The sticks are actually an improvement here. The back buttons click, the top buttons click, and then the back triggers feel very similar. The spring mechanism feels pretty good. All right, first test. Does it actually fit? It does. It does. It fits. It doesn't look that much different. If we're being so for real. All right, I'm gonna turn it on. Oh, this cord isn't even gonna reach. I hate that I have to bring my own cord. I'm gonna use this really long, obnoxious cord, which is just ridiculous. But the lights did turn on, so it's registering something. Oh, I didn't know these lit up. Ooh. It immediately started working. Where I had to start getting my brain around things is the B and A are flipped. A little bit of a deal breaker if we're talking about playing on Switch, because my brain is not going to compute with that very well. There's a button on the right-hand side that also says macro, so you could program that to anything. Don't like the D-pad. The D-pad is mushy. Start and select seem to work as intended. Turbo doesn't do anything right now. It's probably just to lock in turbo. The back buttons need to be macroed. There's an RGB button that if I hold down, the lights turn off. If I hold down again, they turn back on, and then I can rotate through the colors. Yeah, I took a look at the instructions and the buttons aren't interchangeable. Because these are light up, it's just not an option. At least it's not in the instructions. Everything is working. The D-pad's working. The sticks feel good. The RGB lights are going. This looks like a PlayStation Portal. This is good. The buttons are going to be backwards, so you have to get your head around that. But other than that, this thing, I think, is a $40 banger. I'm at an 8 out of 10. Wow. What a great start. I'm very often showing you guys cool accessories for your Switch, but there's another mobile device that I often neglect, and that's my mobile device. For the first time ever, by the way, the channel is sponsored by Casetify. I have been using their iPhone cases now for the last month. I've never felt like my phone was more secure than in this case. Obviously, I love cameras and I use them every day. So when I saw this case, I knew I had to have it. But also, I'm a 90s kid. This is my vibe. We have a cassette tape for this one. Casetify has a ridiculous amount of different designs, artist collaborations, even fully customizable cases, so you can actually pick something that fits your personality. They also have accessories for the accessory, like this snappy card holder stand that just props your phone up if you're trying to work, or you can spin it around like this, and it actually gives it a pretty cool stand. I'm not really gentle with my phone, so having something that's actually designed to take those everyday knocks gives me a lot more confidence. For me, I really liked the practicality of the impact case, but also just the way it looks on my phone, giving it a sleek black trim. So if you're looking for something that looks awesome, but also protects your phone really well, click the link in my description below. Check out Casetify. You'll also get 6 months warranty and fair shipping. Big thank you to them for sponsoring the channel for the first time. Now let's get back to accessorizing our switches. All right, from something I like to something I probably won't. Palm-sized. I can't imagine I'm gonna like it. The first thing I thought was I do hate when the thumbsticks are recessed like this. That said, this is supposed to be like a compact. You put it in your pocket, you take it to a friend's house. I would rather deal with the burden of just taking an actual controller than ending up spending a whole game night using one of these. But they have a purpose, so let's give it a shot. Connecting it via USB, it instantly starts working. No problem there at all. Oh, I'm so dumb. Here's what happened. I'm so used to like the backbone relying on a direct connection that I didn't even stop to consider that it would have Bluetooth. I can still use this as a controller, which means I don't need to have a big ugly cord. This just went up a notch. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Hopefully this is connected too. And now this is fully wireless as well. Look, for 20 bucks, if you're looking for a slim, streamlined controller, a little guy, palm-sized as they say, this is perfectly fine. I have no issues with it. The finish is nice. It doesn't feel too cheap. I've never heard of the company Ein, but everything feels like it will last. I can't really be too mean on it. I'm gonna have to give it another 8 out of 10. It's not for me. It's not my favorite, but it gets its job done. Okay, next. Now this caught my eye because it's GameCube inspired, but with like a Switch 2 sleek feel. Hate it. It feels like 20 bucks. I think the most offensive part is the top buttons, and I think you can hear it. They don't feel right. The back buttons as well, just loose. Just kind of loose. These sticks have like this nice big range of motion, but this one feels a lot more narrow and tight. Well, the RGBs come on right away, and it does say paired, and we have a home button, we have a capture button. It's not the worst. It definitely feels like 20 bucks. I'm not blown away or impressed with it, but I will say that if you're looking for a Pro Controller alternative on the cheap, the price point is impressive here. At that point, I'm really just worried about durability and how long it will last. I think for the price, I would honestly be back up at like a 7 or an 8 out of 10 as a really solid alternative if you were looking to buy another Pro Controller on the cheap. If I remove the price out of my mind, is this a controller I would ever want to use? I'm definitely more down in like the 3 range. I'm really not upset by it. We have our first pair of Joy-Cons, the Nixie Hyperion 3 magnet split controller. And you know how I know they're good, or how you can tell that they're good? There's only, as far as I know, 2 brands right now that have actual working Joy-Con 2 alternatives. So it's Nixie and then MobaPad. I've been using MobaPads for a while. I haven't tried Nixie yet. I'm expecting these to actually be pretty good. Oh, I don't know why. I didn't expect them to be like just there. There's no like plastic packaging or anything. They're right here. They are big Joy-Cons. Oh, they also have mechanical switches. Stop. What I do like about MobaPad and these is that they actually work with the magnetic rails for cheaper than Nintendo's own Joy-Cons. And they actually offer more features than Nintendo's own Joy-Cons. That has always really impressed me. And I think that is where these excel. Whoa. big boy. The negatives, I'm already seeing two. One, I'm not sure how I feel about these RGB strips that are arbitrarily placed here on the side. It's not the worst, but it's a little distracting. But also, I don't like when they put USB ports on the bottom. I think it makes it just look off-brand and cheap. We have a C button, which actually natively, without even using a macro, brings up chat. So that's huge. We have this D-pad, which I'm guessing comes out, so you can replace it if you want a traditional D-pad. We have a nice textured grip back, unmapped back buttons, which is fine. I'll just map them myself. The sticks are large. I definitely like them. I think they're good. These and MobaPad are two really good alternatives for buying Switch 2 Joy-Cons, and I think it just comes down to preference at that point. The MobaPads feel a bit different, but they're also really comfortable. I don't think one is more comfortable than the other, just slightly different. One thing I did notice is these Nixies, they raise up here. But if I remember correctly, because I didn't notice it on the MobaPads are flush, which is making it look more like its own device. It doesn't look like there's Joy-Cons attached. It looks like it's some kind of Steam Deck or ROG Ally or one big unit. They both go over the extra mile over what Nintendo actually offers at a lower price point. Even though MobaPad isn't for this video, I'm gonna give both of these a 10 out of 10. Well, hot dang! All right, next we have hopefully an actual mini, and it's the same company as the other small one. It's the Ein company. Oh, it's so small. It's even smaller than I thought. Look at this little guy. Oh, and it's translucent too. Like you can completely see through it. When I saw the shape of it online, I kind of didn't like it. Actually getting it in my hands here, no, it's not that bad. It's actually kind of a nice, cute little design. They've used the corner to put a button on too. There's a button here in the corner, which is kind of cool almost. It almost justifies it having that corner. I can already tell you, it feels good. The little buttons and everything's got nice give. It is paired and connected. Okay, yeah. We only have a D-pad. So the D-pad is going to react the way that a D-pad would react in Donkey Kong. So I can't play Donkey Kong. I can go home and bring up the NES collection because that is where we're going to want to test something like this. Oh my God, when's the last time I opened the NES app? There's so many games I haven't opened. Little tiny guy. This game also never gets old, huh? Love this game. Also love that you can go back in this game. Remember thinking that was so groundbreaking when I was a kid. Sorry, now I'm just playing Mario 3. But honestly, I'm playing it no issues. Although at some point, my hand would definitely start cramping. I just want to know what that little baby button does. Turbo. I just set turbo to the jump button and he's just going for it. How can I give it anything other than a 10 out of 10? If I'm rating this for, hey, I want a really small mini controller that only has a D-pad that just works, no issues, plug and play with my Switch 2, and it's like 10 bucks, and it also kind of looks sick. It's translucent. It's a 10 out of 10. It does exactly what it's supposed to. Oh man, this is a great day. Surely now the fun will end. There is no shot this is good. I mean, the beat up box, the ugly design, it's vomit inducing just by looking at the packaging. Okay, I'll say this. I am also going to do my best to remember that it was only $10. That might sway my decision. Possibly. No. I feel sick. This is disgusting. The more I look at it, the worse it gets. At first, it was the grip texture. Then I noticed the weird shaped D-pad. Then the orange doesn't color match at all. It's a red. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4 right smack bang on the middle of the faceplate is just such a cheap budget move. I was going to talk about the giant H in the middle of the forehead like it's Arnold Rimmer from the TV show Red Dwarf. What is this thing? A hologram? But if that's not bad enough, there's a diagram picture of the controller on the controller. And you would think I would be done complaining, but then we get to the weird Shrek ears that are the top shoulder buttons. They actually extrude like an alien head. Utterly disgusting. Look at that stick. Do you see the muck and the dirt and the dried white flecks on it? That didn't come from me. Do I have to touch it? I'm gonna get it out of its packaging now. Oh, yep. That texture is just as bad as you think it is. In really old cars, you know how it starts to crust and come up and you see that white insulation underneath? It feels like that. It feels like I'm touching a car dashboard. I will say this feels heavy, which is actually surprising to me. The buttons aren't bad, but the Y button has less give than the other ones. You see how the A button is higher than the Y button? You can feel that when you press it. That's really bad. Like a lot of my baby's toys have little buttons that you can press that would make a sound. It feels like I should press this H button and it should make a sound effect. All right, so I'm gonna plug this in and we're gonna see if it actually works. And then I'm gonna never touch this controller ever again. It paired instantly. All the buttons work the way that they should. The big H is obviously home. I don't know why I didn't draw those dots earlier. It's not hologram, it's home. I can't in good conscience say anything good about it other than for $10, I am surprised that it's fully Bluetooth. Please, for the love of God, don't buy it though. Me being impressed by the fact that it can do that at that price point doesn't make it any less disgusting. This is a much better purchase for essentially the same price. I don't have words. I'm not even rating it anything. I want to move on. We have another portal type situation here, but this one's different. It doesn't stretch out and it actually does plug directly in. Ooh, it's cheap. It feels so cheap. It feels so cheap. These back triggers, they have like textured lines on them and I can noticeably feel it on my finger and it's giving me like a sensory discomfort. If I hold my finger on it long enough, you're probably gonna see lines on my finger. That is such a bad, uncomfortable idea. These tiny little shoulder buttons suck as well. I mean, they feel cheap and they don't feel good to press. The D-pad is the mushiest D-pad of the day. The buttons don't feel horrible. They're like a glassy texture, but they do feel a little sticky. And then the whole thing is just really light. I'm gonna slot it in and I assume it's gonna start working instantly. I do believe that we are fully powering this thing with the Switch. I don't believe it has any kind of battery in it. There's also a little blue light, a little tiny pin blue light next to the stick there. Yeah, everything's working. I just don't like it. I'm not as offended as I am this thing, but I will say for $20, this isn't bad. There are some massive deal breakers that would make this something I would never use. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. It's really not that offensive. It's just not good, and it's definitely a $20 product. So last time I made a video on like accessories for the Switch, I brought this guy along because he had made a Switch clamshell.
This is my YouTuber voice.
I didn't watch the video. You have a YouTuber voice. I don't want to hear
I know. I was filming a video.
That is your YouTuber voice that you're doing right now, mister. So I figured it was only fitting to bring him back because he's made a sequel.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. This is the old one. I didn't like it, and I put it out anyway because I had nothing to do that week for the video. Okay, all right, I can say that.
At the time.
Look at how horrible this is.
Yeah, it's not great.
Forget the whole thing. It's garbage. It's trash. Forget it. We just have it here.
Can we burn it?
Open that up for me.
Oh. Yeah, I like that it's just a hinge nail.
Put it in.
And a magnet. I missed.
Now there you go.
Okay, cool. And thanks for watching. Now, why'd you make this?
Because I like playing games like Mario Maker with leverless controllers like this. And sometimes I want to take my Switch somewhere, and this turns this whole thing into like a little concise little laptop type clamshell situation. And that's why. I don't think this is like a practical product to sell, but it's something that I genuinely use to play some games.
But you designed it yourself.
Yep.
Sick. And then you 3D print it on that.
Yeah. All over there in my garage.
Now, if people wanted to buy this, what's the website?
You can. You can go to PCBWay and it'll be like $500 for all of the parts. Or you can just buy the PCB and print the whole thing yourself. All the files are available. So you can go home and print this right now. You could get it off of GitHub and just print the whole thing.
All right, cool.
All right, that's it.
And then you
go ahead.
Oh, jeez.
Go ahead. It's just a Switch. Nothing's gonna happen.
No, it's really cool. I like it a lot. It's definitely an upgrade from this. You did so good.
Thank you.
Awesome. I don't know if I've saved the best till last. I've definitely saved the most expensive until last. We have the Beatemups KB70 haptic feedback. Haptic feedback. There's no way it does haptic feedback on Switch. It does work on a lot of things, but it's even packaged in a red and white. You know, it looks like a Switch 2 product. On the back here, it says ABXY optical access button, 0 latency quick response, replaceable faceplate. It's promising a lot. I'm hoping that I might have accidentally just bought my new favorite Pro controller to use on my Switch 2. I've been using the MobaPad controller ever since I was sent it. I honestly really like it, so we'll see if this replaces it. The packaging is just like a Pro controller. You pull out this insert. This is feeling luxury so far, just in the unboxing experience. Hell yeah, dude. Very cool looking. We have a USB dongle, which I'm guessing is for like PC maybe? A really nice quality cord. I mean, everything about this feels very premium. This texture on the back, this fabric, premium. Obviously the triggers, which I'm now pressing for the first time, and they feel very premium. But we also have these two like nubbins up here. They're giving you a third trigger. I'm kind of getting excited for this.
This might be my new go-to controller.
Where to begin? D-pad. This very interesting looking D-pad. Very nice clicks to it. Buttons, micro switch. I was hoping for that. I haven't touched the sticks yet. I'm so excited for this. That's really bizarre. I might need to film this in super high speed or something. This one's on the minimum. This one's on the maximum. I'm only filming in 30 frames, so you might not even be able to catch the moment. So the minimum is like snapping back real quick. This one, it snaps back way slower. It feels way more cushy. Makes sense if you're playing like a shooter game and you want a tighter response, you would tighten it up and you could actually adjust your sensitivity on the fly. That's actually really cool. I plug it into the top. Ooh, it's lighting up everywhere. It's not automatically connecting like the other ones, but there could be a setting that I'm not doing, because on the back here, right now it's set to the USB, and then it's Bluetooth, and then Nintendo Switch is the third. Oh wait, there's an on and off button at the bottom. Should I turn it on? Ooh, oh, so it just wasn't on. So the buttons are backwards. That's gonna throw me off. But you know how earlier in the video, I was talking about how some controllers nowadays let you switch the buttons? I'm pretty sure I can here. I think this faceplate is most likely magnetic. And then I don't think the buttons come out. What am I, like Indiana Jones? I've got like a treasure map. You go through all the trouble of having all these cool features, removable D-pad, spinny little toggle sticks, haptic feedback, all this stuff, and the buttons don't come out? So I would have to get used to A and B being backwards, which I honestly can't do. So for me, this is not usable on Switch 2, which is such a shame. I don't know if you can tell, my mood fell off a cliff when I realized I couldn't change those buttons. That's so unfortunate. Wasn't planning on recording right now, hence the horrible camera angle. I have been trying for the last 10 minutes to get this to reconnect to my Switch 2 without using a USB cord, and I've read the instructions and it's not working. I don't know how I did it when I was filming the video. I don't care. I honestly don't care. This controller has pissed me off so much. Like, it's so nice, but it is not good for the Switch 2 or the Switch, as we've talked about. It's been about a week since I filmed the video, and I started using it on my computer. I spent 2 full hours trying to download the software for my computer that I need to even access the adaptive triggers and any other options that come with this controller, and it doesn't exist. There are Reddit threads of people trying to find it, saying they have to email support to get the drivers, and it just seems so sketchy. I don't want to do that. So it is not only impossible to even download the software to utilize the cool features that this controller markets for $150, by the way. So I'm officially giving up on this very expensive, very comfortable, very nice feeling, and very pointless controller. I don't even want to film any more B-roll of it. I was so ready. I was gassing it up, the way that it looked, the sticks and everything. For Switch, I'm obviously going to give it like a 1 or a 2, but I cannot in good conscience say that it's good for Switch when literally the buttons are backwards. I think my favorite thing in this video is either the Nixie Joy-Cons alongside the MobilePad ones that weren't in this video. The PlayStation Portal really surprised me, and I actually really liked this little guy. I was surprised by the things I did and didn't like in this video. It kind of threw me through a loop. The only thing that was exactly as I expected was this monstrosity. If you like these videos, if they help you, if you want to grab any of this stuff, I'll leave links in the description down below. Although I will say be careful when you're shopping on AliExpress. Do not give them your credit card. Make sure to use PayPal or something. Leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you enjoy the video. I'll have a ton more. Let me know which one of these you think looked the coolest. I really had a lot of fun today. I'm wiped. I've been filming for 2 hours. I'm wiped. Okay.